We do welcome your views on anything we have to say today, whether you agree or not. Do get in touch. You can send your thoughts to the usual address on screen now. And something a little lighter now. The prudish out there might not realise that today is, in fact, National Nude Day. Yes, a day devoted to all things au naturel. But when it comes to your bodies, do you prefer to keep your assets covered up? Or are we quite happy, get them out?
Oh, get them out.
Well, I don't think I'd be thrilled, actually, to get them out, really, and as people would not be thrilled. But I'm unfortunately having to get them out a bit.
So you better get used to it.
I know, for the play. But on the other hand...
You're just about to do Calendar Girls.
Better than a stripper.
No. Oh.
Do explain for those who don't know.
Yes, I'm doing a play called Calendar Girls, which, you know, is, there was a film, but the play is going to be marvellous and much better. But we do, obviously, because it's such an amazing message that these ladies did the first ever nude calendar. The members of the WI did the first ever nude calendar. So we did a photo call on Saturday for the poster, and it's the first time we'd all met. And you know, so we're also, how do you do, having a cup of tea, thing.
With no kit on?
No, we got our kit on. And then we all sat in a group while they put props in front of us. So I had bunting, somebody else had sunflowers, and, you know, all these things were being put in various very special spots. And then, of course, came the moment. You sort of couldn't pretend anymore. You had to get up, throw it all off, throw the dressing gown off. And I thought, being me, I thought, well, I'll make everybody feel better. So I went, come on then, girls, you know. And so I started, and we all started. Then we all sat and stared straight ahead because you didn't want to look at anybody. Because you didn't want to look anywhere but in the face. There you go. And I always think that's the thing about nudists and naturalists. It's all so odd, isn't it?
Because you can't help looking,
can you? No, you can't.
And I don't buy it. You know, when you see the nudist colonies and they're all sort of strolling around the little grocery store with their shopping basket, or they're leaning on the bar ordering a bib, or they're playing frisbee, and they're looking so nonchalant. I don't think they are. I think they're just showing off.
I do. I still think it's a form of exhibitionism.
What's wrong with that? I mean, you know,
I don't want to see someone naked riding a bike or something.
I wouldn't want to be doing it if I was naked, but I have to say, you know, because I've spent quite a lot of time in hotels lately, and I don't like closing the curtains. Yes, I do walk around naked quite a lot, and actually, I quite like the idea of somebody spying on me.
Exhibitionist!
I'm like that.
I can't bear it. I was in the changing room at the swimming pool.
You like it too.
Listen, you'll love this. I was in the changing room at the swimming pool with my son and my daughter, and my daughter's still in those swim nappies. And luckily, just as we got out of the swimming pool, she delivered a small present for me. And I was wrestling with her on the floor. I was naked, dripping wet, wrestling with her on the floor, trying to change her. She's wriggling. There's all sorts of substances everywhere. And I was bending down, and this lady in the dressing room bent down and went, "It is you off the telly, isn't it?"
Well, obviously she did it from that angle and not that angle.
I wasn't looking my best. I wasn't looking my best.
She recognise you from that angle?
I don't know. I didn't like to chat, quite frankly. Well, listen, now, we've heard what we think of how we look naked, but we thought we'd ask the man on the street, poor man, what he thought we'd look like naked, and the response has been, well, let's say it's been mixed.
Colleen looks lovely. I think she'd look lovely naked.
Look at them. What can I say? Yeah.
Colleen is my favourite.
I think Jackie Bambles, if she was naked, I think she'll attract all the 40-year-old guys. Jackie'd probably be the one for me, and I think she, would do it for me, definitely.
I don't know about this one, but I don't think she will have a firm body.
Probably like, no, not so good. Probably more like a granny looking, maybe, you know, a bit. I think Linda Bellingham, she's got a nice body for her age. She's just a bit too old.
Probably not, no. She looks pretty scary. So, no, don't want to see her naked.
Me? I'm thrilled. I've never been scary. I love that. That's great. Just look out.
I don't know. I quite like being naked. I don't care if anybody wants to see it or not. I wouldn't go to a nudist beach. I was on a nudist beach once in France, and you didn't have to be nude to be on there. And you're right. You can't stop looking at certain things that you don't normally see. It was just I lost my concentration.
Would you get naked for one of these £1 million magazine shoots?
Oh, absolutely. For £1 million, I'd swing from the chandeliers naked. What position you wanted me in for £1 million, because that's how cheap I am.
But you wouldn't go topless on the beach or stuff,
No, I
would you?
wouldn't go topless on the beach because the tide likes to come in.
Out.
And no, I'm just, you know, I'm all right. I actually walked out of my bedroom naked the other night because it was midnight and I thought my son will be asleep. He's 15. And it just so happens that he wasn't, and walked out of his bedroom at the same time. And I went, huh. And we just stood there looking at each other and he went, that's just disturbing. And walked back into his room.
Has he never seen his own mum naked before?
Well, not at 15, because at 15 they do
Apart
tend
from you,
to notice.
Carol, we're all a bit uptight, I think. about
Yeah.
it.
You're just
On
an
National
exhibitionist who
Nude
likes
Day.
being spied on.
Go on, inspire us. Go on.
Well, yeah, it's National Nudist Day, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I've just come back from a holiday, so I'm quite brown.
Yeah.
Put on a few pounds. Don't look that bad, though.
Yeah.
Shall I take my clothes off?
Yeah, go on!
You dare me! You dare